Hey, field agents. It's been a minute. I got some new updates to go over. First, let's look at the dragon badge, or the hunting privilege. This hunting privilege, is it worth it? The screen says 800. If you go to this, it says 1.4 billion. So that's 350 million each. That's 35 Ymer boxes. If we're going to put that in perspective. So, or 350 Ymer boxes. Sorry. It'll be 350 Ymer boxes that you'll buy for $10 minus the materials and skips, but just to get the resources. Worth it or not is up to you. One side, you're not using the stamina, you're not spending time on the game, or maybe you just fast forwarding to do it, or it can go towards the $350 billion that you need to keep 41. You just need to buy a bunch of them, but it's not automatic. You have to earn it, and it gives you additional chests. So it's not a purchase and receive, it's a purchase and get additional chest. So you still got to grind out with this. It's not a guarantee to full accumulation. That's one thing. Two, the seals, which the seals is what I want to look at in the second half of the video. I had neglected the seals, and I'm wondering maybe somebody else has too. The seals wasn't displaying correctly. Let's dive into the seals for anybody that hasn't done the seals yet. Oh man. You'll notice at the bottom that hunting card pops up. There you go, right here. You get 250 gems for 2,500 gems, which means you would get a daily bonus with it. And I'm assuming all the monsters it shows up on is the monsters that it would apply to. Alright, let's dive in. Alright, going to the seals. Yeah, I just, after the last BOG, which I'll discuss that too in a second, go to spiritual beasts. And then down here, click on the seal. There's 3 seals. Each one of these dots, you need gems, and you need those little purple things that you get from, you get 40 a day from monsters, 5 a day from resources. So you can get 45 a day from grinding, and you get from purchasing packages, obviously. But look how huge these buffs are. Alright, marching mount, HP, speed, in-city mount, production resources, marching siege, which, you know, I went a little heavy-handed on that because that's my baby there. And the troop load. When I took earlier, I was 2.5 billion a pop on my transfer now. Marching ground attack and gold. Marching range and subsidy, which that was a big one too. But now, what's extra is, once your seal reaches level 10 and your pasture is level 30, you automatically get in-city siege 10%. And that would be 1 star. And apparently when you get 1 star, I haven't done it yet, but I imagine another thing would come up for another star. And you'd probably go up again, but down here on the red stars, when your seal reaches 22 and the pasture's 31, you get in-city siege 10%. Again. $34 in the pasture, siege attack 10. So the tiers of crystal is obviously your siege, your in-city siege for the big players. The strings of the past is your in-city mount defense. This is for your trap players. Siren, this is for your ground defense players. So the game has made it where you specialize. You pick what you want to do and specialize to. It's forcing us into specializing. I had predicted this earlier, months earlier, on the subsidies, but these seals further that, because no one's going to have all the seals, not anytime soon. But now you can pick a point, because over here, like I said, this is marching mount. That we went over these. Now look over here. Now I want this seal. That's the seal I want. But over here, there's values that I want also. City troop, city range attack. It's not that important to me, because I'm not really worried about mount. I would like this one, in-city defense. But you would get this automatic time you got this, because this is level 10, reach 30. This is level 15 to reach 30. So if you get number 1, you get number 2. We get number 2, you get number 1. But in cities, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And number 3 goes back to your mount. So it goes back to your mount players. But let's look at these. In city HP and gathering. March and mount. March and ground. March and range. Because that's one's important. It's just you had to specialize in something, and I chose siege attacks. March and siege. If I max the siege it out, I'm going to go back and do the ranges. And I ran it out before I made it to this one. March and mount. March and ground. March and siege. I would like that one. I just ran out before I got here. March and range. And another speed to monsters. In city ground. And another sub-city speed. But there we are. Mount attack. Ground defense. And range HP. To me, I think this is the weakest of them. I'm about to have level 10. I'm about to have my level 10 and my pastures out, so I'm about to have this level 1 on all of them. But there's huge there. I noticed the last BOG when we lost, we came across a huge player, and I'm pretty sure I know what happened. I mean, it was just too massive. You couldn't do nothing. He was like my size. I can imagine. And then he full healed like 12 billion in a BOG match, and he started out 58, and we had him down to 36 or something, and then he full healed like 20 billion. Or no, where did he start out? Well, we had him. He started out like way high, and we worked him down like half, and then he ended on mostly healed. I forgot he started at 80. But he would have had to done like 4,000 years or something of healing. Alright. That's how our rallies went. Now this is going against an equal footing player. The buffs were great. Let's look at how the thing went. And actually, we had a big team. And this guy, he took it. He used Laredo, which I talked him up before. Because Laredo is a beast. If you look at all the things that he does, he's just so hard to get. Alright, so we removed the mount. This was a range rally. And piece of the 14s. And then his siege and ground just ate us up. Off of sheer size. And the buffs. His siege buff was kind of on up there. Yeah. So. Super thick layers, just a solid build. He chomped on us. But we went in with 22 rally on a 27 player. Should probably have been 35, 40 if we wanted to be good. I think we did decent, breaking close to even. Here was hitting a 7.2, which he had the trillion. Yeah, he had the trillion defense, but we hit it with mount. Removing his ground and mount. His range, this range did some eating, but we removed his ground and mount and left him with range and siege after his hit. And we did a second range on him, which was a bad call. We should have done ground, but it's okay. So we attacked his range with our range. And he had range and siege reinforcements. That did really well. I tried to solo it. I went in on I knew it needed to be ground. My guys wouldn't rally on ground, so I tried to do it solo ground. I took a chunk, but it wasn't enough for the volume. And here's what I hit it with. What did I take out? Nothing of him, but nothing of him. Somebody I killed. This guy. This guy took all the damage. Alright. Then they were doing a reshuffle from all that, and we caught them while they were reshuffling. And got them with the mount. Yeah, this St. Geo, he was built like a brick house. We tried again. We tried on him so many times. We lost a match from trying to break his defense. He about got me sold on using Laredo over Leo now. So, the seeds dropped, but everything else held up. As expected. We went in 22 deep on to 7.4. We won that exchange, but not by much. Oh yeah, we cracked open the T1 defense. Alright. Well, this was him hitting us. I don't think I did that well there. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he got a hold of us on that siege. I'm always scared to show you this one. He took my 15s. He took my 14s. Ooh, my march size had ran out, or I reinforced him and his capacity was filled. It only went down to 13s. And he got me bad. What did he hit us with? T11s. No, he just strong. Okay. Alright. Yeah. So it was after this match I went back and I started looking for ways to improve. I was desperate to find extra buffs. I even broke my purchasing strike and went and did some purchasing. I just hated losing this much. Mid-pest. Oh, I did terrible. We all did terrible. Oh, everybody rocked it here. What do you hit with ground? Okay. Yes, my farm buddy. He definitely had the buffs. Ouch. Alright. Alright. So that went on. It was just a battle between us and him. Yeah, he won it. He did good. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so that's that. So, where can we get extra buffs? I showed you the seals. Let's look at something that I still think a lot of people are not fully getting on board with. Look, you worried about your defense. Go and blood somebody out. Go blood a ground general out from the tavern. 2 stars can get you range and siege on the level 1. 2 stars can get you siege and ground level 1 and 2. 2 stars can get you ground and mount, which most of y'all are running the mount super defense, which this would be the one that you would benefit the most. From the tavern, a range general that you'll be able to get would be Gar, Alfred, who else? Let me take the favorites off. I don't have none of them other ones. But you can just find a range general that shows up often. But you should really have this one as a 2-star one here. And then definitely what would be easiest for y'all was to have a 1-star here on the bottom for the mounted HP +8. to do this one. But blooding or not blooding, this 5-star, the yellow one, there's no reason everyone shouldn't have all these taken advantage of. Given that they're all marching buffs and there's no defense buffs on the 5-star, but you can get okay, so yeah, we need to do that. Now the other thing is not to forget about the promotion. Them little green ornament things, the twigs. And you get those from your daily activities and from 6 from monsters daily. And from purchases, of course. But you can promote let me see. You see what I promoted. You can promote you got offense and defense. The top 2 is defense and the bottom 2 is offense. And on this one, it's the same. The top 2's offense and the bottom 2's top 2's offense and the bottom's defense. And then when you get to the commander, it flip-flops the defense and then the offense. So you got those. Get that extra